Hello, everyone, and welcome to Uptime 2021. My name is Stan Markov, and I'm the CEO and one of the co-founders of Runecast. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to our virtual conference. First things first, I'd like to thank our sponsors, and some of them are also our partners, like Advent One, Loop One, and Prianto, as well as Vimac. We're really thrilled to have you on board as well, and DevTeam Space. Before I move on to what you can expect from our virtual conference, I would like to give you a little bit of update on Runecast, because some of you might know us for quite some time. Others might be hearing about Runecast for the very first time. And many of you probably know us as the product that is really helping you discover some hidden issues in your configuration or logs in VMware environments. So I just wanted to tell you that over the last couple of years especially, we have evolved a lot, just as our customers and everybody in the community. As you know, all of us, whether the companies we work for or us as admins or technicians, we always have to advance our knowledge. I'm pretty sure, just like many of you, we fell in love with VMware many years ago. And we used to also manage Windows, Linux, networking, and many other technologies. And in the last few years, of course, public cloud has become more and more popular, and enterprises started embracing more and more public clouds, not just one usually. And also Kubernetes or containerization became also very popular, especially in the last couple of years. So naturally, all of us had to up our knowledge all the time and to learn the ever-changing best practices or guidelines for public clouds, for containers, and learn how to combine that with the on-prem infrastructure that we still have. So many organizations pretty much ended up having hybrid cloud or multi-cloud infrastructures, and naturally, Runecast is here to help with our expertise, not just for on-prem VMware, but if you have hybrid cloud or multi-cloud setup, you can now use Runecast Analyzer to have one single view of potential risks, misconfigurations, and compliance for your on-prem VMware, your public AWS cloud, Azure, Kubernetes, anywhere where it's deployed, and we're also compliant with VMware Cloud on AWS. So you can use Runecast Analyzer for all of that, and you can deploy it not just on-prem, but you can deploy it in AWS, in the AWS Marketplace, Azure Marketplace, HPE Marketplace, or as containerized deployment anywhere you want. We're still keeping really the essence of Runecast, which is really to help admins and organizations save time and cost in IT operations and automate their security compliance. So currently, Runecast is not only for proactive problem management and best practice alignment. We have introduced over the last couple of years vulnerability management, cloud security posture management, upgrade planning. As many of you might know, you can plan the upgrades of your vSphere environment and simulate and see whether there will be any problems once you decide to go with the upgrade. And last but not least, configuration drift management. And that's actually something that you can see in one of the sessions also today. Some really nice feature that I'm really excited about, which we call Config Vault, that really tracks every changes that are happening in your environment, and you can see what changed at what time. And also you can see the consistency of your configuration across your VMware environment, AWS, Azure, and Kubernetes. Another thing that's really important that you'll be able to see also in one of the sessions today is remediation, because we obviously provide some really unmatched insights into your infrastructure and what you need to change in order to avoid outages or security problems. But obviously you have to spend some time mitigating those risks and doing remediation. Well, now Runecast offers remediation capability. So just with a click of a button, you can generate either a PowerCLI script or Ansible playbook, and you can choose to run it immediately, or you can attach it to a change control and run it later on. So these are all great things that you'll be able to see throughout a number of sessions during the day. And that's just one of the tracks basically that you'll be able to enjoy. In terms of sessions, we have 3 tracks: tech tutorials, best practices and proactiveness, and business innovations. We're really just like our product. This conference is built by admins for admins. And I think one of the most valuable things that we can all do is really learn from each other. So you can see really a variety of sessions. Of course, some of them are related to Runecast, but many are not. We have topics related to security, proactive management, hybrid cloud management, also cloud costs, HCI, maturity framework. That's something interesting that I'll be having a session with the CEO of LoopOne later in the day. And I really encourage you to join that one as well, because it will cover a very interesting framework that was built by LoopOne that assesses your maturity of your system management tools. So you can see whether you're going in the right way by combining the right tools and platforms to be the most optimized and proactive and insightful when it comes to managing your environment. We have also sessions, and I'm really happy about that, that are related to mental health and burnout, because let's face it, we all experience that, especially in the last year and so, where things have been challenging on the world as well. So that's really important to consciously and strategically strive to avoid burnout and really maintain good mental health. You will also see a session about VMUG and learning. We're all here to learn, so we're really happy to learn more about what we can get by signing up for a VMUG subscription. We'll cover fintech solutions. We'll cover disaster recovery, business continuity, and also ransomware, and how we can be ready for it, because sooner or later, no matter how much we protect ourselves, it may happen. So it will be really interesting to actually see what we can do in case it actually happens to our organization. There are many other sessions, and we're really blessed to have speakers like Duncan Epping, Andrea Mauro, Kev Johnson, and many others. So please make sure to check out as many sessions as possible, and all of them will be live with just one exception. Jeff from ITQ is recorded, but all the other sessions are live, and would be really happy if all of us are networking throughout this whole event. So for every session, there will be a room chat. You can also see the list of participants. You'll be able to chat. You can also use the community page on the virtual conference page, so you can see everybody that's in the community. You can send them messages. And also we do have 3 roundtables as well, 2 of them sponsored by our partners, and one of them, the community lunch, that's sponsored by Runecast. So you can join these roundtables. We can have video chat. We can discuss different topics in these roundtables. And last but not least, we have a quiz in the end of the day. So make sure to tune in for the quiz, because it comes with some prizes. All right, so without further ado, thank you again for taking the time. There are a lot of virtual events out there, and I'm pretty sure that you're going to like this one. We really made it with love. So I would encourage you also to socialize and to tweet and to make it popular. And thank you again for joining. Let's get started. Uptime 2021.